You are now tuned into the Anonymous Source Podcast.
Back on the couch with it, Anonymous Source Podcast. I'm a special guest slash special host today because the usual host is telling his story today. So I'm here to steer that conversation, drive home everything, that y'all been wanting to know. Y'all been asking for this for a long time on TRPE. And now we're actually doing it on Dan's podcast, which I'm extremely proud of Dan because, we talked about this like a year and a half ago, like, starting to expand this universe around TRPE, developing some other properties and stuff like that. And he's taken the initiative to do this on his own, sent me the logos, sent me his first episode, all of that. So, I'm more than happy to do this and to bring y'all this great content, man. Dan has an amazing story. And it's a story of perseverance, overcoming, coming of age. It's like so many different things that's like, weaved into the story, which is what, makes it what it is, man. And I think this is we've thrown like little jabs here and there, over the years, man. But I think what got people really, really super interested was that Philly Street Legends page posted you, and people were just like,
"Hold up,
wait, what? Like, what's going on here?" I'll tell you a funny story of something like right around the time that we met. My man Mark Stein, that owned Aura, used to own Dreams and a bunch of other nightclubs in Old City. When I first started doing business with him, he's like, yeah, man, that late 90s, early 2000s era, man, it was so crazy. You had guys that would just come in, and he was like, this big dude used to come to all my spots, man. He would take a corner of the bar and he would just order Cristal only, just Cristal, and that was it. And it'd be like 2 or 3 guys, man, but they had like 5, 6, sometimes 10 bottles of Cristal, and it was crazy. And he showed me a picture. I say, had like the Leonardo DiCaprio for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, that's my man. So, I guess starting from the beginning, man. You a West Philly kid. Not the bottom. Let's clarify that part, because people think like anything below 52nd Street is like the bottom, and it's not. So talk about, your West Philly experience, man, growing up, around 48th and Parish, Hoop Street, all of that stuff, and like set the scene on what's going on with you in the area.
All right, at the time, I'm just a nerd, for real. Like, my mom take me out of public school, put me in Catholic school or whatever. Like, as she see the shift, but like, it was nothing but money and going on around. So I get to Catholic school. So my neighbor called the street. I didn't know till we was older. Like, my man Gerald used to come pick up a couple of my neighbors every day, and Aaron Jones.
Oh shit!
He was Aaron Jones' driver. never knew until like I got older or whatever. So it was like dudes was getting money. It was calm and cool at first. Yeah, I mean, but like that shift from JVM crumbling. And then, like, the neighborhood guys starting to do their own thing. Even though it was always dudes getting their own thing, but now it's like everybody trying to do their own thing, and, a little bit of violence. It wasn't too crazy in that pocket. It was like all the drama was either 49th Street or 46th Street. 48th Street was just like...
kind of like passed over.
Yeah, it was just like passed over. So you either had to go down 46th Street to get money, or you go to 49th Street to get money. So it was like in between like that or whatever.
What's interesting about like West Philly, that point that you made, is that like it's pockets where it's like, this is a crime zone, this is a neighborhood. Then there's another crime zone.
Yeah.
Then there's another neighborhood. Like, so like how do you, navigate basically where it's like you in like a safe zone essentially, but over to the left of you and to the right of you is all of this like shit going on. So how do you navigate all of that as like a young kid who's like, a nerd, you say, but it's like you're starting to get inquisitive and see certain things happening around you where you might linger a little longer here or ask a question about what's that or what's this or how you get that. Because I'm sure that your friends are starting to popping up with stuff.
Yeah.
and from proceeds of whatever activities is going on to the left of you, to the right of you.
Yeah. So navigating is pretty much who you know. So I know the dudes on 49th Street. You got like your Calvin, the Iggy's, you got your Corny Reagans and all of them. So you hang with them. So all right, that's Lil Dan. Make sure you're cool. I'm Lil Dan. I know it's kind of hard to believe, but man, I'm a Lil Danny. So the 9, I got them guys. I'll leave him alone. He ain't in nothing. Then you go to the 6. Then you got like Heads. You got Mont. You got RZA. You got all them dudes. So it's like you go there. Lil Dan, it's cool. So it's like that's how you really navigate through the hood. And then like everybody like used to come through our hood like through the older guys. They come out there and drink and smoke weed and all that. So you get familiar with the faces from 52nd Street. Then you got like Funson Street. Then you got like the Pit. Then you got like 52nd and Westminster and all that. So you kind of like through the older heads, they introduce you to people. And then when you start playing basketball at the Pit, I'm playing basketball here or whatever. Then I start DJing. So that's just how like I was able to like navigate everywhere securely without really no drama or nothing.
What impact did JBM have on West Philadelphia?
It was crazy. But I kind of missed that wave.
Got you.
It was crazy, like the cars, with everything, the systems, like the style, whatever, the swag, whatever they had it. They was just getting so much bread. But I kind of like just missed that. And to the next era. When the next era came, you got like the dudes from 46th Street. They just pulling up and shit because they like I'm 16, 17, so they like 19, 18. Like I mean, not 2, 3 years older, and they cashing out. Benz wagon, brand new LS400 just came out, brand new LS400.
Man, that shit was like the fucking
yeah, like a space.
Bugatti
Yeah,
when it hit
like,
the street. Like
niggas was like, damn.
it was so long,
pause.
and so it's like distinctive. And then everybody had them in these real specific colors: champagne,
yeah. You got
gold.
the gold, your two-tone. You got the champagne and the gold, the two-tone joint. It was just like, so now the curiosity comes to. Like, damn, what's going on? These niggas is getting money. And then you got, like, everybody, like, the niggas up, like, 52nd Street niggas got, like, the Benz coupes or whatever. And they got the BMWs. Then shit lit come pull up, cut the top on the CE. You got Cal Lady bouncing around the corner in the 6'4". We just like, what the? it was just so much money. So it's like, my mom, after elementary school, my mom, she like, yeah, you out of here. Sent me to Church Farm, whatever.
Yeah.
I was up there for a couple years before I left and came back to the hood. But she like, you got to get away from all this shit. That's
right.
Going on.
So in navigating, all of this, like you said, it's different strips, it's different players or whatever like that. How pronounced and how much of a factor is violence at this time? Or because right now we in the era of like violence first, money last.
Yeah.
How was that era in comparison to where we are now, as far as like what was the hierarchy of like money, power, respect, violence, or whatever, and how did people navigate around those different things?
Yeah, violence was like really the last. Like, I mean, you still had your violence because in any criminal enterprise, you got your stick up kids, you got your robbers, you got your dope fiends that's trying to take shit. But basically, the violence came protecting your situation. Like, you got a block, you come up, like, Blocks was doing 100,000 a day, 250,000, 60,000. Like, Blocks was doing crazy numbers. So dudes that try to push up on your block, and you get your issue.
Right.
Like, I mean, some people can overpower Blocks and take them over, and some people get your issue. Because you got to realize, I think I looked at the highest murder rate. Like, I look at the murder rates now, like how high they is. I'm like, damn. I mean, but you know all the murders.
Right.
Like, you look at the murder rate right then, like 300, like, it wasn't that. It ain't seem like it was that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it didn't really affect you as much. So whereas now it might be like this year we severely down in murders in Philadelphia. Congratulations to that. But it's so public and it's so much news around all of these murders. Even if you don't know the people, you feel like you know them.
And then back then the hits was targeted. See, the murder rate high now because a motherfucker going to spin the block, close his eyes, and shoot at a crowd of 50 people.
Yeah.
And might kill 10 of them. Like, if you go on a war, you're going to kill everybody on the block, or if he's the leader, you're going to try to look for the leader and kill him. So everything was, like, targeted. it wasn't like random. It do be random shootouts. I ain't gonna get it twisted. Like it ain't because sometimes some motherfuckers is just on spot. I done seen funerals get shot up. I done seen repasses get shot up. Like
Right.
I mean, I seen motherfuckers wait for somebody to come out the church or whatever and get shot up. But it was targeted. It's bad now because there's too many innocent people dying.
Right.
Like if an innocent bystander killed back then, it's because you was hanging with a nigga.
Right.
Like yo, you was an
affiliate.
war.
Yeah, you was an affiliate.
You was affiliate. You casualty war. You should have. You know what I mean? Like you right there with him. So it ain't nothing we can do about it.
Right.
But now it's just like.
Yeah, I think for like 3 years in a row, the amount of kids that got shot from like 6 years old to 17 or whatever was like off the charts in Philadelphia. Crazy. Like that became like a huge problem.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of kids doing the shootings.
Yeah.
So they're targeting people that are, their peers, their age group, but then also the other kids that's just around that live in the neighborhood that don't have nothing to do with it are being victimized by, these situations and stuff.
And they not letting you know, like we know, like all right, we know shit hot. We like, oh no, we stay away from them.
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Yeah. My homies like it's going down. Like yo, what's up? I'm going this way. I'm gonna chill.
Right.
Like niggas that do some dumb shit don't come back and tell you, and then you get jammed up like that.
Yeah.
Like y'all always try to you just gotta be in the know what's going on. Like shit hot. You know what I mean? All right, it's cool. We talk about paid you, you know what I mean? We talk on the motherfucking phone. That's about it. I ain't coming around.
Right. So how would you describe like, your school experience, church farms and all of that, which is I believe all boys.
Yeah.
Out in Exton or whatever like that. My dad is also alumni of church farm. And really good institution as far as like setting you on a course for what's next. As far as like, I know going through like the middle school trajectory, they getting you ready for the high school.
Yeah.
High school, they getting you ready for either military, college, whatever the case may be. So talk about that experience and then how that led you to transitioning and then being a factor in the neighborhood that you grew up in.
Yeah, no, it was cool. You learn you learn a lot. I mean, a bunch of different cultures. I mean, different races or whatever. You learn. I mean, white people ain't the devils like that. I mean, they cool or whatever.
Yeah.
You hang around with them. You doing a bunch of different. They putting you on different stuff. I'm playing like ultimate frisbee. Shit, I would never play.
Right.
I'm playing soccer. I actually it was crazy. I actually had I had all KSAC in track and field. I was like the best shot putter in the area. I mean, a shot put in the discus or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're doing a whole bunch of different stuff, but you still gotta come home for the summer.
Yeah.
So you come home for the summer, it's the same shit. You looking at everybody like, damn, these motherfuckers. And they in school ripping it. Like these niggas is 16, 17.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Walking around with 20, 30 grand in their pocket. He just looking like.
Talk about that unspoken like peer pressure of seeing people that are your peers, even if they, a little older than you, but shit, 2-3 years and hood years could be the difference between a Benz wagon and catching a bus.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But talk about that unspoken peer pressure of like coming of age and just the seeing these things and that being enough to be like, I gotta get some motherfucking money.
Yeah, that's what it is. You just looking, you be like, damn, man, like you said, you on a bus, you gotta meet the girl at the bus stop and all that. Then the nigga, your homie riding back, leaned up in the joint, stealing the bitches. You be out there talking, hop in. You be like, damn, I stole the bitches again. So it's like, now it's like, all right, they ripping it. It's been a couple years, ain't not really happening. Let's see what this joint going for. So.
Right.
I was up church for him. I was sneaking like little ounces of weed up there, hustling or whatever like that. And then I used to sneak home on the weekends. I put in a weekend slip and sneak home and be on the block with my mans and I'm getting money and all that. So after that, it was just like, boom.
So walk me through your first hustle experience. So, because like, they say weed is a gateway drug, but I think it's a gateway to selling other drugs, not doing other drugs.
Yeah, it's a gateway to sell other drugs.
Because it's like once you do that, then it's like, oh, it's the same discipline of I get what I get. It's just a different clientele. Yeah. So now it's just about targeting, and finding where that client base is or whatever like that. So walk me through your first ounce of weed or whatever the case may be and how that opens you up to whatever came after that.
Oh yeah, so a man had the QP, so he's showing me like, yo, these next you make this off of that, you make that, and then they're doubling your money. And then it's like everybody at school, everybody at school smoke weed or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was just like it was like easy. So it was like, oh shit. So it's like it's a no-brainer hustle. Because you got unlimited clientele that's there. Majority of the kids is rich. Like, I mean, I might be one of the poorest, the only poor motherfucker. There's like a couple poor people up there on scholarships. But for the most part, the people at that school is rich, and they pay. I'm selling nicks and dimes, so I'm doubling up.
Right.
Because he don't know I'm selling the nicks and dimes.
Yeah.
Like, hey, like, no, you selling for that. So boom. So now I got my profit. The profit he telling me I'm making from selling nicks, but I'm still doubling up again because I'm selling them as dimes.
Yeah, you 4Xing.
Yeah. So now, I'm going to the mall. I'm going to Exton Mall, grab me some low, some Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got the polo boots with the strap on the front, the suede nubuck jaw. So now I'm getting my swag together. Now I'm feeling like, all right, I ain't got no will yet, but now I at least feel I look the part.
Right.
You look the part. That's what you eat. Because all hustling, honestly, is for the bitches.
Yes.
Everything is to impress the bitches.
Yeah.
So I ain't got the will. But if you pull up on me, I look like, I look like I'm him, and then I'll be riding around with somebody that's him,
right?
Like,
right.
You know what I mean, or I'll be at the club with all the hims, pause. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, oh yeah, he was such and such,
Yeah, you with the player.
Yeah, I'm with the player, so I fit right in or whatever, and yeah, that was it. And then once I left church for him with the uni. But I chilled on the uni because I started taking DJing serious.
Okay.
So I was like doing the mixtapes. Mixtape was like my weed money, for real. Like I was selling mixtapes, so that was that. I didn't get into the other stuff until, she might as well say right after graduation. But right before graduation, I was hanging up the block. I had like a little lookout position, you know what I mean, on the block or whatever, like right before I graduated, but I ain't really get into it.
What was your driving motivation to just kind of like, I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to just fuck with the weed. I'm selling mixtapes. Like, I'm looking out, but I ain't handling it. Like, what was your motivation to just be like, I'm going to just stay in this little pocket, finish high school, and then we'll figure out everything else from there?
A war between my neighborhood and South Philly. That was like I don't want no parts of that smoke. Like, it was going down every night. Like, you could literally be like 11 o'clock, you just be like 3, 2, 1, and niggas are spinning the block. My homie got shot up. A couple of my homies got shot. I watched somebody else, but the Chinese, this is a Halloween story. True story. Halloween. I'm at the Chinese store, and I see a car pull up. Everybody in the car got Ronald Reagan mask on. I'm just like, it's a little too early. A little too early to trick or treating. I just see a chopper come out of every window. See my man get hit. He flip off the 4-wheeler. And I was just like, yeah, I ain't fucking with that shit. I'm gonna stay right where I'm at. Yeah, I mean, there was like a couple niggas that was hiding and rapping, so we thought we was gonna make it that way.
Right.
So it wasn't no urgency. And I'm still a little spoiled brat, so it ain't like I need the money.
Right.
I want the money.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, all the illegal shit I did is because I wanted the money, not because I needed it.
Got you.
Yeah.
So, at some point, you graduate. You get out of uni, and then you also graduate in the streets.
Yeah.
Walk me through that first experience of how you make the decision, I'm going to do this and I'm doing this. Because that's not necessarily the same thing. Because you got motherfuckers that I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna turn this over 3, 4, 5 times, I'm done. Then you got people that are like, no, this is my job.
Yeah.
Every day I have this amount of coke, I got a gun, I got this going on, I got this person is my enforcer, like, so walk me through the choice to graduate in the street game to the coke, from weed to the coke game, and then also the decision to say, I'm about to make this shit my life.
Yeah, so basically it's being on the block. Like, what happened is the dudes that I'm doing the music with and I'm getting DJ gigs with, they uncle is the man. So we out there chilling. So we smoking dirt back then. We smoking some motherfucker. I don't even think we were smoking Arizona yet. We smoking some backyard boogies. So we smoking that, and then we got the motherfucker Alizé out there and drinking motherfucking gin and juice. We drinking anything that's popular on the songs. We drink. So just hanging out there every day. So it's like I'm just watching everybody else get money. Why the fuck I don't get no money?
Yeah. What year is this?
This is 90. I want to say 97. Because 96 I was chilling. And then 96 was like the crumble of like everybody around the way. So like it's like all the like super violence dialed down. So this guy, this is 97. So 97, I still working. I got a job at Nordstrom, and I'm still on the block with them every day. So what happened was, while I'm at Nordstrom, because I started with coke before I got to the crack. So I'm at Nordstrom, still selling my weed. You already know how to work hustle go.
Yeah,
Selling my weed there. That one white boy, they can score me some blow. I'm like, hey, what you need? A little ball game. I'm like, all right.
Hey, what's your budget? What you be paying?
Yeah, so I'm getting a ball for like $60.
Yeah.
I'm charging $150. So I built my bankroll up off of 8 balls. Pause. It's crazy. You get the one joint. You're like, oh man, yeah. So now instead of him getting like a half or an ounce or anything, he would order like 9 8 balls. Cause he's getting them for different people.
Right. So he's collecting 150s from all these different people.
Yeah. So I might got a half. I done turned the half to an ounce, and then distribute out 8 balls. I'm like 10xing off that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling. So now from that, I've got little bar DJ gigs at the bar. So now I tie into the bartenders. You know, they got all the powder customers.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this one chick, she had all the spots, high roller, mirage. She had all the nickel bag, dime bag, snorting spots. So now I really got my bankroll up. So what happened was my friend of mine was dating the plug's daughter. And when I say the plug, I mean the plug. I mean, we can't talk about this guy because he's still alive, never been arrested.
Yeah.
He's about probably like 70 something. But he was the plug, and it was a drought that year. Drought was, I think, 4.5 was going for 4,500. I was getting them for 3,600.
And what normally is it going for? It is no drought. Is everybody got work? What's the normal number?
Maybe $3,000.
Okay.
Because back then you get a whole joint for like 18, 17.
Right.
Because I started off getting ounces for like 600. So you figure 6 times 4, 20. Yeah, you're paying like 24 for a dot. So it was like I'm speaking to somebody outside the Mirage on 53rd Street. Like, yeah, ain't nobody got that. I'm like, that's a ramp.
Right.
He's like, how much for this? How much for that? So I'm like saying, look, 45 times whatever. I'm like, he ain't doing no whole weed. Everything bust down.
Right.
So somebody overheard the conversation, said something to my barber, like, yo, I need to talk to Big Dan. So I go get a haircut. He like, yo, such and such want to talk to you. I'm like, all right, cool. He like, yo, I heard you the other day. He like, you still? I'm like, yeah, still there. So from him, I think he might have went the whole way that whole day in dots. So now that's what got my name out there. Like, this nigga, the only nigga in the city. And it's really my man Plug, but he got a full-time job.
Got you.
So I get to do all the running, you know what I mean, while he at work. And then it got to the point where it was like, yeah, I'm gonna just introduce y'all niggas. So like, cause we was already like going out to like little dinners and all that, or going out Wizards. And,
you playing dumb though.
Yeah,
like acting like, oh hey,
Mr. Sunpop. Yeah.
As opposed to like, nigga, you got 900 bricks in the house.
Yeah.
Like, what we doing here?
So and then from there it was like just turned that shit up, and then I learned how to. My man, well, my ex best friend, like, you know what I mean, he went the other way on me, hurt my heart. So he come home from jail. He had did like he was on Camp Hill, you know what I mean, the boot camp or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he come home and he doing, he crack his thing or whatever. but he can't cook because he's on parole.
Mm.
You need to learn how to cook. So that's how, I learned how to chef. It wasn't really my thing because I ain't, I can do the weight and kill him.
Right.
So they like, no. So I'm helping him, the chef and everything for him. And then like we sit out on a block one day. And I'm like, damn.
See that traffic?
Yeah, you see that traffic. So now it's like me and him going half on the situation, and we rolling with shit. They call us Batman and Robin. So now it's turned up. I got my little weight players, and shit. We opened up my mom block. We opened that shit up. It's crazy. Like we sneaking open it up because I'm on a family oriented block. Like it ain't like everybody on my block. Other than like now, because people started passing away,
Yeah.
They leave the house to family, and first thing family do is sell it. They try to cash out. But before then, the whole block, like anybody on your block, if you're a kid, anybody on your block can whip your ass. Anybody can hit you, like, you know what I mean? So like we sneak, we come out at night, like 6:30, 7, and we like going around the corner, serving the person still, and like we still was rolling. And then like the older people knew, they give you hints, they like, we seen that car riding past, you better go in the house. Like, you know what I mean? It was that kind of block.
Right.
And then from there, it was just like, all right, that's it. We going.
Right.
Yeah.
So, who are some of the other prominent players that are around in the city that you can speak of? You don't want to jam nobody up that, isn't already public knowledge, but we do almost want to kind of like salute the people that were, big dogs for these particular eras.
Oh man, so you had, of course, you already know my best friend Heads. Yeah, I mean Jay, he flipped his life around. He flipping houses just as bad as that.
Yeah.
He went through a situation, came out of it fort strong, stood tall. I mean Rail RZA, he doing good. He got tire shops, property. They doing their thing. Man, Muscles. They call him Hall. I think Trap Street Hall now. Yeah, I mean, they that's what we looked up to.
Yeah.
Those are like the dudes we looked up to. They was like getting it. Then you got like the Reagan family in general. They was just like, they was a family that nobody fucked with through no era, through JBM, through any type of situation. Like, rest in peace, Al Reagan. He died out the situation, but they own Breezes or whatever, Captain Breezes, that family. We had like, you can't really. That's about it. That's normally like public knowledge joints.
Yeah.
That's really, like Lil Man.
Talk about Lil Man, because that's a name that I hear a lot about, like the style, the cars, the flash, the flare, and all of that. And that's like a little bit before my era for me to really, really know. Talk about him as a street figure and, kind of what he represented.
Lit was just like a fly motherfucker. Like, I didn't really like start like being around him until I got older. But in that era when like he took the biz, took the C, chopped it. First nigga in the city with the 850. Gators every color. I knew of it. He was from down the bottom. Like from down Shelby, 35th Street. So I knew of him from coming up to uni taking the bitches and everybody claiming this nigga. He pulling up a different shit every day. Versace blazers, like you had to get dressed up back in the day.
Right,
you had to have shit on. Like niggas wearing hard bottoms on a Tuesday afternoon. Like, you got some Maury Gators on, a pair of slacks, and you might got a motherfucking a Versace mock neck with a blazer on at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
So it was just like you always heard his name. And then when I got older, he used to always be with Heads and them or whatever. So I used to see him around there. But yeah, like he was just like the fly motherfucker. Like they all had money, but he projected like on him.
Yeah.
Like, age low key, he ain't modest or whatever. He ain't too flashy. Everybody else, they got their shit, but he was just on the tip like,
you gonna see this shit.
Yeah, you gonna see this shit, nigga. This is me. I'm fucking ripping it.
Yeah.
And by the time I started getting into the game, he died in the car crash or whatever.
Got you.
But I've been around the weird situations and everything. Cause he had like 6-7 houses on Shelby Street, and my old head that put me in the game had a house down there, and I think he was like double. He like triple parked. He had like 3 cars in the whole block. Boy got out of the car with some fly shit. I just seen guns come out of there. Guns just came out of every motherfucking where. And my man like, oh, nephew, hold up, nephew. He like, man, shut the fuck. You don't even know who the fuck you talking to, man. It's nothing. He go, nothing, man. And I was like, that was like the only crazy experience I had with him.
Yeah.
Other than that, we just like pulling up. I watched my man get passed off some bread or some shit.
Right.
Yeah, but he was just fly.
You said something that's like really key about that 90s era. You got blocks doing 100,000, 60,000, 200,000 a day sometimes. A day. How is the organization of something that's running like that, like assembly line, basically with with humans you're running through, and how do you navigate law enforcement or whatever to be able to run an operation like that on a 24/7, 365 basis?
I have no clue because Mark Kushner had welfare lines, so it's like I don't know how they navigated through that shit. I'm talking about I done seen lines a block long waiting at the motherfucking can, the motherfucking drum with the motherfucking as the fake heater. Like us, it was a strong operation that I was out there with. So you know, my man, he out there. You got 2 workers, 2 lookouts, and that's just pretty much how everything ran.
Yeah, that's like a normal operation.
Yeah, but that's like everything. The bigger the block, the more employees you get. And back then, it wasn't like niggas was loyal. Niggas just wanted to get some money.
Right.
So it wasn't like, and you get your head blown off you still. So it wasn't too much of that, because even though niggas was flying getting money, you couldn't fuck with them either.
Right.
Like they didn't go start no trouble, but they definitely was gonna protect if you tried to take.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you running a multi-million-dollar business, and that, you know, on a legal level, if you disturb that, you might get your head blown.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So on a street enterprise, you're certain to die.
Yeah.
Like if you cross certain lines, and cross, certain people.
I mean, you gotta have soldiers too. You gotta have niggas that's willing to stand out there and do some violence.
Yeah.
And do some damage. That's all their jobs is to protect the operation.
But in doing so, it was understood that you get a lawyer, you get bail. If you get a bail, you get bail. Like there was structure in place in order to make sure motherfuckers was taken care of to minimize the impact of snitching. Yeah, you can't do away with it, but to minimize the impact.
Yeah, you gotta minimize that, and you gotta minimize them setting you up with another street nigga because you're doing them dirty.
Right.
Yeah, nigga ain't doing me right. You know what I mean? And keep everything boom, boom, boom. So you gotta protect the muscle. That's something that's get thrown out. Like, you know what I mean? You pay the muscle, but then you got the muscle hanging out with you. And then you got the muscle talking about it on video. The muscle supposed to stay his ass in the
shadows.
Yeah, he supposed to never come outside.
The muscle is making rap songs.
Yeah, the muscle making rap songs. Yeah, nigga, I protect you. I killed such for you, nigga. Like, God damn, nigga. What?
Then y'all get indicted and niggas confused.
Yeah, the ops told him, like, no, nigga, you got a motherfucking 4 minute and 23 second confession that got motherfucking 10 million streams. I don't know. But yeah, no, everybody just, I don't know, I just think everybody just, it was like understanding.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you do this, you do that. And everybody got paid good. You young, so you like, niggas is under 22, under 23, you 19, 20. You making 2-3 grand a week, sometimes 5-6 grand a week. So niggas ain't even worried about if you making whatever you making. I got my money. Niggas got their little Chevy celebrities or they motherfucking
they dealt.
Yeah, they dealt or whatever.
Rivieres.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, I got money every day. I got my rollie. I got all the bitches. I got a crib. So it's like
I'm living a good life.
So it wasn't like niggas was like, it probably was jealousy around. You know, it's always gonna be jealous niggas or niggas that never had shit that won everything. But for the most part, if niggas was getting money and fucking bitches, hey, I'm cool.
Right. Do you think that because of the money and the experiences that like those late teens, early 20s of that era are more advanced than the late teens, early 20s of this current era?
Yeah, because you had to come up on structure. Now it's like
whatever.
Like you don't need a plug. You can buy drugs on the dark web. Like you can start your illegal operation on your own and dictate how you want to do it. Like instead before you gotta find a plug, you gotta make sure the plug trusts you. Or you get put on from a nigga that you started working for first.
Yeah.
Now this niggas is just like, shit, if a nigga save up, I mean, shit, you don't need $1,000 to get in the game. Like, motherfuckers is hit a ticket on FanDuel and then go buy some coke. And now he a drug dealer.
Right.
You know what I mean? And shit like that. So it's like, they didn't go through the school of hustle to learn the art of hustle.
Yeah.
They improv and they hustle as they go along.
Right.
Because everybody feel as though they the man.
Yeah.
And they don't need no guidance. They don't need nobody to tell them what to do. So it's no structure for these teams. Whatever.
What do you think broke the chain of command of the structure?
Indictments. It wasn't nobody. It wasn't enough suitable leaders to take over when niggas fell.
Right. Like the middle management wasn't prepared to be leaders.
Wasn't prepared to be leaders because niggas ain't know nothing about the crack law. So yeah, I mean
niggas found out when they was arraigned.
Niggas found out like when niggas get to send you to 20 years, like damn, it was 14 grams, 20 years. You like god damn. So the niggas that organized and kept everything under control is gone. So now you got the niggas that's right below them that think they know everything, that's just trying to do everything and they fucking up because the money is coming so fast that they're not even looking at none of the management or the structure of it. They just get the money. So now the shit that's left out is fucked up. They don't know how to get it back. So now everybody fending for themselves. Everybody just running, grabbing. So now there's six, seven of the same niggas on the block, and he got big rocks, he got little rocks, pause, and he this, that, and this. There's no type of everybody running up to yo, nah man, yo. So yeah, with the dudes that was getting money, with the indictments hit, like, cause niggas ain't no fit. Niggas knew upstate. Niggas going 2 to 4 when they had 3s.
Yeah.
If you getting big time, it's because you shot him up. Yeah, if you getting big time, it's because you shot a motherfucker or some violence or whatever. So that like crumbled everything. But that allowed, but you know, it also allowed niggas like me to be able to make a lot of money as middleman and shit because I knew people.
Right.
Like, yeah, I mean, like it's like, all right, fuck the block.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, I know the niggas that need shit for their blocks. So if I can navigate through that and supply my man over here, he got 200 pieces. I mean, I'm like, come and get a piece here, piece there, piece. I'm cool.
Right.
I'm cool. I'm mad. I was too cool for the motherfucking recompress shit. Like, you know.
Good old double up.
Yeah, because it be like hearing stories. I got my man coming on. I mean, hopefully it was next week or this week, and he was the king. And this nigga just tell me, "Oh man, no, man, you doing something wrong, man. That shit come back with it." And I'm just like, that shit's losing every time.
Yeah.
But it ain't losing a lot to complain, but it's losing something. I'm just like, nah, I don't touch it. So this is a true story. So he grinding me up, talking about I don't know how to cook and all that. I'm just like, so now I'm thinking, all right, maybe my Chef Boyardee game.
Maybe my hand in this bullshit.
Yeah, so something happened. Somebody run his crib. He asked me to hold something for him. So it was maybe like 6 or 8 joints. So it's 4 of them. It still look like they came from the other side. Mm-hmm. But these other 3, different stamp, different wrapping. I'm just like, I knew this motherfucker was doing that shit. And then like he broke down and confessed, like last year, we talking about 20 years. He just told us last year. Like,
shit for 20 years.
Like, oh yeah, man, everything. Everything. I'm like, damn. And you start adding that shit up, you taking a 4.5 out of every joint. That's a free.
That's bill money. That's trick money. That's vacation money. That's everything.
And
like,
you guys niggas is getting 20, 30, sometimes 50 of them joints. That's a free $100,000 niggas
shit.
I'm like, damn, what my dumb ass was thinking. Especially, I'm like, damn, I'm a scammer, boy. Got my damn self scammed and shit. So yeah, that was a time though. That was a time. That was the nightclubs was different. Like you had to be dressed.
Yeah.
So that's damn
what near formal wear.
Yeah, that's what dictated if you had money. I remember the transition because man, we used to go to Gotham. We got suits on. We got Versace suits on, Gators on. I got a T-shirt underneath, but you suited the fuck down.
Yeah.
And I remember when Gucci first came out with that brown bowling shoe that shook the world.
Yeah.
I grabbed them joints. I go to Morgan, not Morgan. Morgan's, yeah, the old next, what's that?
Mezzanine. Yeah, Morgan.
I go there. They wouldn't let me in. Like, no, you gotta have shoes on. I'm like, no, these is shoes. No, they sneakers. I'm like, nigga, these Gucci, nigga, these motherfuckers ain't $100. They motherfucking shoes. He like, they Gucci, like, yeah, all right, go ahead. Yeah, and it ain't really changed. So I said, I'm not putting that shit on. That's literally how the dress code changed.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that shit on. So it's like these niggas that got at the time. They think they got more money than they are, and some niggas got more money than they are.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, you letting this nigga in with a jersey on. What the fuck I gotta get dressed up for? So then it was like, that changed everything. So now it's like, now it's like, you can't tell who get money, who not get money. You just come in with a jersey. Like, you can tell them because niggas got different, like, you can't, the modest niggas, they got brown and black gears. But the niggas that get money got purple, yellow, pink. I had lime green ostrich joints. I had some red joints with all the Medusa heads on.
Once you start playing with them colors, you need a pair for every day.
Yeah, a pair every day. And then I got to match the Coogee. You know what I mean? You got one to match the Coogee. Then you got that silk Versace that French Montana brought back around. That fucking blue and yellow silk Versace shook the fucking world.
Yeah.
Everybody had that joint. And then you gotta have the blue gators to match it with the motherfucking gold alligators going fucking across the front and shit. But once AI came to the city, that was it. And then when AI came, I shifted, to my other lifestyle.
Yeah. So at the height of your drug dealing, what's the most amount of money you were making, like, in a month? What are you driving? And what is your day-to-day like?
All right, let me see. All right, so I had a Q45. That was my will.
Good joint, super 90s joint.
Yeah, Q45, TVs, Rockford Fosgate system in there, or whatever. I might be doing like maybe anywhere between one to five joints a week, depending on the clientele.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I might be doing like a 9 to a half for myself. The rest, wholesaling out.
What you getting them for? What you selling them for?
Let me see. At my height, I was getting them for like 20. I want to say like 22. Let them go for like 24.5, 25, whatever. And then if you do the 25 divided by 8, then that'll give you the full breakdown.
Right.
And then I'll take out of the joint, out of one joint, I'll take a Nina, turn the Nina to like, I'll turn a 9 to like 12. Yeah, I'll turn 4.5 to 6, about 7. And then, I got the young boys. Got the young boys, ounceing that shit out every day. Let them niggas roll with that shit.
Yeah.
And so I like wake up in the morning, either Texas wiener or yummies every fucking day. Texas wiener. If you want to kill a drug dealer back then, you Texas wiener or yummy in the morning, the motherfucker's there. You hit the wiener, pause. You know what I mean? Then you call a nigga saying, yo, what is it? Call him what it look like, what y'all need, then go back to the crib. Boom, boom, boom. Chef up what I gotta chef up, do what I gotta do, drop offs, I gotta do the drop offs. And then I chase bitches. We ride up Southwest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Got the system blast, we ride around chase until the phone ring. You know what I mean? You ride around just chasing bitches all day. So, anywhere from like profit wise, probably like $5-6 grand a week.
Yeah.
That's just, I mean, that's minus your tricking expenses and
Right.
blowing shit.
You taking that home?
Yeah, I'm taking that home.
So it might be 10 or 12.
Yeah, it might be 10 or 12. But then by Sunday, you done spent $11.99. Like, yeah.
You gotta repeat the process all over.
Because you go out Friday. Friday you might hit Friday you hitting transit. You hitting transit in Palmer's. Boom. So that's before I get to the Cristal, like how your man say, I'm White Star. Niggas wasn't even drinking rosé yet. We all White Star. So you know it might be $3 of mo there, $3 of mo there. Then you go to Palmer's. Palmer's still open at 5 in the morning. There's $4 of mo there. Then you got Saturday. Saturday you at Chrome. You get the Chrome, same thing. You get $4 or $5. Then you start seeing niggas with dime P. So you're like, man, let me get the dime P. Right? You know what I mean? Now it's dime P every Saturday at Chrome. Then you got 8th Street Lounge on Sunday that's going stupid. And then that's how I got to the Cristal. Because like now everybody got the dime P.
I gotta take it up another.
Yeah, you gotta take it up. My young boy RP Hot Rod, he like, you drinking that dime, nigga. There's gold bottles over here. I'm like, man, what? How much is the Chris? 500. I'm like, God damn. Give me 2 of them. Like, God damn, give me 2 of them drawers. So yeah, you blow that money, man. You might blow it the same day. I might sell somebody like 3 joints and make it quick, 2-3 grand.
Spend all that shit.
Go down South Street, go see me. You know what I mean? Put some money down on the bezel. Dr. Dillon, I done bought everything in there. I mean, there ain't got nothing for me. I'm buying. We start buying. Like a Nietzsche. That's the only thing that was left. We done bought all the Low, all the Sean John, everything.
Like this shit already ain't it? Like,
Give us that. And, but yeah, no, that was a typical day.
Yeah. Is there any point in your hustling journey where you ever almost like have like an existential crisis where you understand like, yo, I'm kind of like landlocked to this fucking like 20 by 20 block radius because I got the young bulls, I got my clientele, I'm kind of stuck here. Like, do you ever feel trapped by your success in this industry that you chose to be in?
Yeah, actually, yeah. You ain't really do shit. Atlantic City was like that was the Mecca.
That was going to Vegas.
Yeah, right? We gonna hit the water, but we might do that 4 or 5 times a week. We ain't really go out. Let me see. Memorial Day weekend, we hit Miami or whatever. Then we'll double back down for Zoo weekend, like that. But we never really, you know what's crazy? Never Dawn does is the travel.
Yeah.
You all you think about is the bread. You like, damn, how you put about, you never thought about experiencing nothing else.
Because it's like you're making the money a lot of times of a senior vice president or a fucking CEO of a Fortune 500 company. But your experiences are completely different.
Oh, way different.
Number one. And your lifestyle clearly is different. But they're able to enjoy their money in a different type of way than you are because it's just regularly just punching a clock. As opposed to, you have all of this money, all of this success, all of this notoriety to your neighborhood and to your city, but it's not really transferable to nothing. Like,
yeah, no. And that shit can come and go in a minute, man. You get a bad batch. Your phone might not ring for 2-3 weeks. So now that little money you expecting every week, you done lost.
So, talk to me about the jewelry game during this era. Who's the go-to jewelers, and what's like the standard kit that every D-boy gotta have?
A rollie and a pinky ring.
Rollie and a pinky ring.
A rollie and a motherfucking
So not
pinky
really
ring.
No chains. We're not on chains really.
Niggas had chains. Like niggas, like if you had a chain, you had a ridiculous chain. You had like an initial. Yeah, I mean, remember when Mobb Deep and them talked the 40-inch table? Yeah. Niggas took that shit to a whole other. It was crazy. I had a joint before I had a joint on shit. Damn, I think Neve owed me a credit too. Now I think about it. I was getting the Detroit Tigers D. I was getting, yeah, Make that joint fill my whole motherfucking stomach. But you had a rolly pinky ring. Like, it wasn't really the tennis bracelet. Like, you got to realize now, let me see. All right, so we passed, the Marcus Street era. We into the Mackey era or whatever. And he had that motherfucking tennis bracelet. That motherfucker like a Wonder Woman bracelet.
Oh yeah, that Birdman joint.
Yeah, he had the Wonder Woman bracelet. Breitlands, everybody was doing Breitlands. But it wasn't really too much, it wasn't really no bust down going on. It was the bezel.
Bezels.
Like, yeah, I got the 6-carat bezel, I got the 5-carat bezel. So you had to have a bezel, because Rollies were so cheap, man. You get a Rollie for $1,200, $1,300. You know what I mean? You get a decent top tier joint for like $2,000. So it was like everybody can afford a Rollie.
Yeah.
But you had to put that bezel in, or you had to do the face. You do the pave face. You do the all diamond face. You got a 5-6-carat. Turk to this day still talking. We put 5-carat bezel on everything. Everything.
I was gonna say, shout out to Turk, man. Turk one, he's like, youngin', he's like, that's a nice joint. You gotta get you a bigger bezel up. I had the factory, my first Rollie, right? I had the slate gray face, date just, with the factory bezel on.
Yeah.
He like, oh, that's cool, youngin'. You gotta get the bigger bezel. And I'm just like, but this is the bezel that came with what? No, I gotta take that shit off.
You gotta have at least a 5-carat. Dumbass pinky ring. I just go down there and just swap pinky rings out. Cause you'll get a joint. Oh, and the earrings. The earrings was, I had some big dumbass.
The square joints?
No, 25-cent pieces.
Oh man.
My shit was the size of a quarter. I had stones on the outside. I had what Dirk call them, Bugattis. I had Bugattis.
On the next row.
On the next row. And then I had Pomade on the next row. And you repeat that order. Ears be hurting. You come in the house, you like, damn. But, Cam had them big dumbass joints. R. Kelly had them. So it's like, yeah, I need some earrings. I want to turn them over to the cufflinks and then lose. Me turn them into cufflinks for that. And it was rose gold. I ain't got nothing rose gold.
Right.
Give me the rose gold joints. Rose gold earrings. So that was my joint. Rose gold earrings, tennis bracelet, pinky ring. And it was just regular rollies. Like, I had a two-tone. Day just. Then I had a stainless steel oyster. Like, the heat I got, we get into the other story with the heat and the watches came in. But that was basically that was the rich nigga kit right there. Like, niggas had Prezzies. You get a Prezzie back then for $8,000.
Yeah.
You get a gold Prezzie, $8,000, spend like another $6-7 on the bezel. You got you a flooded out piece for $15,000.
Man, I remember in that era, G-Funk and Mike Spivey had these motherfucking bangles. Like, they had these bangles or whatever and these rings or whatever. That was like championship rings or whatever. And I remember they came and told sport with them Jones, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, because it was just like, it was so counter to what everybody else had, at the moment or whatever like that. And it was white gold bangles and then fucking rings, and they both had them. And I just remember, I'm like 19 years old. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what can I do to be in position to get me some shit?
Come right down this block. But yeah, like they get ridiculous. Like, the rappers was kind of ridiculous, but yeah, niggas kept it calm. Cause chicks be rollies, and then the Breitlands, the Cartier, the tic-tac-toe Cartier ain't had that long of a run. It had a Major Figures run.
Yeah.
With that song, that shit went out with the song.
What else? I remember, like, motherfuckers start getting into, like, the Decorums.
Yeah, the Decorums. Yeah, what was that other joint? We going Chapard's. What's that other? Invicta? Like,
Invicta, yeah. That was the entry level. That was for the young pups. Like, I remember fucking Market Street Gold had the Invictas, different colors. Yeah, different yellow, royal blue, all of this with they etched the little diamond chips in the motherfucking bezel. 400.
Oh, let me tell you some nigga shit I did. Techno Marine come with a bezel. I did the Turk joint. Take this joint.
Take the Marine come with a triple bezel.
Man, I'll take this joint off. Knee to knee, I tell you. Take that joint. Yeah, this ain't it.
This ain't gonna do it.
This ain't gonna do it. The bezel was the holy grail of your jewelry.
Yeah.
Like it was like, nigga, that's the first thing nigga I know you got a Rollie or a Breitling on, like
Right.
bezel you got on that. Yeah, that's what you got the bezel you got on that. You know, like niggas got stupid. They're like once like the rappers start doing the goddamn roulette wheels and shit. I was like, I ain't fucking with the roulette.
I gotta give credit to old head Meatball from Logan. He was the first one I seen with the Breitling for Bentley, big ass M piece, and the roulette wheel on the motherfucking joint.
I couldn't do the roulette wheel.
And like this might have been 02, 03, he had that joint. And then I started seeing all of the rappers with it, like, you know, later, 04, 05, 06, whatever like that. But he was the first one.
Yeah, I couldn't do that joint. Yeah, but everybody was either going to, they was going to Milan, on South Street next to me, Market Street Gold, Alex, Danny, Mustafa, and Tony at TNS. Tony, that's still my go-to right there. Tony, prices ain't it's flexible, but you know you're getting the quality work or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and it was like once I got into my other industry, I just started to see like, yeah, I'm gonna just go to T.
So if you had to put a bow on, you know, your drug dealer era, you know, the highs, the lows, and everything, you know, that came with it, you know, experiencing loss, you know, friends going to jail, friends dying, and all of that. How would you sum it up in terms of did the end justify the means?
Yeah, the end did justify the means because one, I never go to jail for it.
Yeah.
I did get shot, but that was I think because of my lifestyle. I ain't gonna say it was from drugs. That probably was from the lifestyle. I didn't go to jail, didn't get time, and I didn't get killed.
Right.
And I lived life.
Yeah.
It's what we knew was living life back then.
Right.
Which wasn't shit.
Yeah, it wasn't shit.
It wasn't shit.
But you had the financial freedom to at least do what you thought was some shit
exactly.
on a day-to-day
basis. Like, I haven't had a job since 99. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like, I didn't run into like all them wars and all that crazy. Because I'd be on the block, but I never played the block. That was the thing.
Right.
All right, we out here for a certain amount of time. We out here. We leave. I'm not doing no graveyards. I'm not staying out the joint 3, 4 in the morning and let any kind of like situations go on. I get my money and I go in the house.
Did you ever have like a I'm in too deep moment?
Yeah.
Describe it for me.
Shootouts. That's what I'm like, damn, I'm tripping. So it's like, but it don't even be. I seen somebody. I was at the Gold Coast. You know this famous story. And I'm out there and I watch that shit unfold.
Yeah.
And you know, this is the funniest part. Before the whole situation, we all strapped. We had brother Greg pull up with the camera. Yeah, I think we had paid it full or VHS. We just seen it. Remember when Cameron in the joint with the flex of the jaw? So we all squad deep. We outside taking the same pictures. Them shots go out. We all on the ground underneath the fucking cars and shit. I'm just saying to myself, like, yeah, I ain't ready for this shit, right? Yeah, I mean, I carry it. Yeah, I mean, if you know, allegedly it might have went off once or twice, but
that's a worst case scenario.
Yeah, that's a worst case scenario. Then I'm just like, yeah, nah, this ain't it. Then another situation, I'm at my friend crib. I'm at my friend crib. He go downstairs to get some out of he wasn't even he go downstairs to get some out of the car. I hear shots go off. And then boom, maybe he gets shot. He gets shot. That was like on a Sunday. And I get locked up for it because it's a crazy story. A man gets shot. I hear the shit go off. I'm trying to run downstairs. They get away. He go to the hospital. I go to the hospital. So I was up there eating a motherfucking steak.
Yeah.
A1 sauce get on my shirt from the gunshots going on. I get to the hospital. So, I still got this white tee. This white tee here. Still got the white tee. Got A1 sauce everywhere. So, like, all right, cool. He'll be all right. All right, bet. I'm leaving. I'm walking to the car. I see a cop start walking. I'm walking to another car.
That's odd.
Let me pick my trot up a little bit. Start wobbling to the car. They're like, yeah, you going with us 355. I'm like, for what? They're in the interrogation room. And they like, yeah, you got blood on your shirt. We think you shot him and all this. That shit was crazy. I'm just like, what? Then they put you in a cell with the stinkingest fiend ever. I'm like, no, I was eating. Smell it. This motherfucker.
Yeah. Steak sauce.
One bowl and smell it. Like, what the fuck, man? And then like 2 weeks later, I get shot. And then it's like, I don't really need this drug money.
Yeah, I had enough of this.
Yeah, I had enough of this shit.
So was the violence your motivating factor to change industries?
No, the change industry, right? This is what's crazy about the change industry. When I first started getting money, I wasn't old enough to get in the club. I was like 18, 19. So my way across the street from me was a scammer. So I'm like, yo, can you give me a fake ID?
Yeah.
I got you. It ain't bullshit. I never got it.
Right.
So, I was spoiled Dan. He was selling a computer. Little HP joint for like $600. My mom bought me this joint. This shit. What is it? This now I'm going back to 97 to set the tone to how I even got into the other lifestyle. So I'm like, I get that. So I'm asking his friend. Now I find out who makes his. All right, he don't make them. I find out who makes them. I go to him like, yo, what's up, man? I need to join this. Boy, you got to talk to Hassan, R.I.P. Hass. I'm like, damn, man. So I wasn't even Googling back then. I was on, what was it? AOL search. I'm like, AOL search engine. ID printer. I find like a chat room, like Quora, like whatever the chat rooms was back then. I'm in the chat room and I'm trying to make fake IDs. Somebody like, oh yeah, you gotta get the motherfucking Eltron, this, boom, boom. All right, bet. All right, now I got a foundation. I know what machine I need. Go to eBay. Find one on eBay for like $800. You know what I mean? Take my put my work money and my block money together. What is that? I get it. Got that shit for like 3 months. I don't know how to use it. I keep asking him, like, yo, I got the machine to show me how to use it. He's like, man, you just gotta figure it out. Because I can make it. I done made myself the, you know what I mean? I done made myself the ID.
You gotta print this motherfucker.
I don't know how to print it. I don't know how to print it. So every time I hit print, it's printing wrong, it's printing upside down. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I wound up calling the company.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, I'm trying to print these work IDs from a company and I can't get it out. They're like, oh, well, did you go on the settings and tell it that it's this type of printer so you still print it like it's a regular printer? There you go. I go on the printer settings, select the printer that I bought. Boom. I'm like, oh, I'm cooking. I got the jaws straight right. Like, yeah, I make the jaws, boom, boom. So I go to my old head, I'm like, no. So now I'm like, you ain't want to show me. Fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. Go to my old head. I got the jaws. All right, bet. Make him a couple jaws. He get locked up. That was my whole clientele.
Right.
So it was like, I had the equipment. I never revisited it because I ain't had nobody else.
Business got shut down before it got started.
Business got shut down or whatever. So I had it. So one day, how the fuck? He come home and he tells somebody, he like, you make the John, see if you can print the checks. I'm like, all right, what I gotta do for that? So now, go back to AOL search.
Right.
He's like, they gotta scan. I'm like, scan checks. Like, oh, you gotta get magnetic toner and all this shit. I'm like, all right. Found a magnetic toner on eBay. Found the checks on eBay. So now I'm printing checks. So that's my flow. I'm just printing checks for like random people, ID checks. So I ain't really making no money because I don't even know what to charge.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they bringing me back some bullshit, some fucking hand drill from Home Depot, upsell. Like, I wasn't making no money off that shit. For real.
So this is the busting checks era.
Yeah, this is the busting checks era.
Which, explain that, because I don't think a lot, like, what people are doing now is similar to that, but it's not really the same shit.
Yeah, it ain't really the same. It's actually way completely different. Back then, you can just print up a check, make up a route number. Well, you couldn't make up the route number. You got to know the route number. So I would go online, PNC, Wells Fargo, get the route number. Numbers.
Make up an account.
You can make up an account number. You can just make the shit up. And until you in what they call it, check systems, you can just keep running them joints until the store shut them down. As long as you stay under a certain amount, you go spend $2,000 here, $1,500 there, $3,000 here, $4,000 here. So I'll give everybody 6 checks and an ID.
Right. And they're going to stores making purchases.
Yeah, they're going to stores making purchases with the check. You buy TVs, computers. You buy anything with a check back then. You go, let me get my checkbook. You know what I mean? You got your checkbook out. I didn't even have a hologram on the ID. But back then, you could just pull out your billfold with the ID inside the billfold. So you just hand them the billfold. They write down the driver license number. That shit go right to 0. Then we figured out that when they call the number that they get, authorization number, you can make that up.
Oh shit!
Now let me call my bank. Just hold on. Hold on. Let me call the bank. Yeah, I'm at Home Depot. My check got declined. How much is it, man? For $1,348. We just want to try to get it cleared so I can leave. I got the contractors at the house. The authorization code is 37418. She said, try that.
And because it's a manual authorization code, it automatically overrides.
No. Make us. Like a 6-year I was busting checks for a minute. I was like, man, fuck drugs.
Right. Because you don't, like, once you have the setup, you have everything you need.
You got everything. Something.
Yeah, you're just basically printing money out of the fucking sky. Yeah. Like, you trading these fake checks that aren't money for items that you can sell for real money.
Crazy. And then, my head get locked up again. I'm like, God damn it.
What does he keep getting locked up for?
Petty shit. He the type, I'll make you a new set of checks. He still want to try one more. No, young fella. This one won't. I mean, I got this. Boom. He catch all these little dumb jobs. I mean, he catch a joint over Jersey. He catch a regular joint over Jersey, right? I think his bill was, I think he gave him like a $10,000 bill. He said, $10,000? Goddamn, he might as well make it $1 million. They're like, yeah, Judge, all right, boom, $1 million. $1 million bill. Because bells, you don't even get bells. You get ROR for them joints.
Yeah.
But
he just had so many of them.
Yeah, so many of them. Like, yeah, nah, man, you need 10 grand.
Had enough of
you know you're not coming back to court. We know you're not coming back to court. He like, you got me. So he falls. So this is crazy. I'm working. Where I'm working at? I'm working at AutoZone. This is my last job. I'm working at AutoZone. So I need to make some stuff. And my best friend, RP Mike Horse, I ain't had no blank cards. We used to go to a place down near Old City to get cards from or whatever. They still in business. I ain't going.
Yeah. We ain't gonna shout them out.
Yeah. So he goes down there and runs into somebody that's getting some bullshit Johns.
Mm-hmm.
And he cut into the bull. My man got this shit. He like, yeah. He like, all right, boom. So he come bring it to me at work. Like, yo, I gave this boy your number. He said he want to get 10 of them tonight. I'm like, but that's how crazy shit was back in the day. You don't think nothing's a setup. Like, I really went to jail because you be like, yo, you big Dan, yeah. Oh, I need ID. All right,
take this.
Here's my card.
Come to my house.
Ain't in the crib. I got you. Like, that's how that shit was.
You're not putting no sort of buffer in between yourself and the crime.
Nothing at all. So I call him up, meet up with him. He like, yeah, so how many states you got? I got all the states. Man, this nigga requested like 7 different states, like Idaho, Wyoming, all this kind of like, God damn. So I'm like, I'm already on Photoshop. So now it's like, where I'm gonna get the templates from?
Yeah.
So
Back on AOL.
yeah, I go on AOL. Come to find out, they got this thing called the ID guide. My man, I work at a pizzeria / bar down New Penn area. I'm like, yo, let me get the book. He give me the ID guide book. I come home, scan all the pages, take it back before he get in trouble and shit or whatever. So now I got every last state what they look like. So I scanned it in, redid it, because the shit ain't have to be as intrigued as it is now. Like as long as that shit look good, and you put a little bullshit glitter over top of it, oh, it's the real deal.
Yeah, nowadays, if you got a fake ID, it needs to be an ID.
Oh, yeah. It
needs to be the ID.
Yeah, it got to scan. It got to take the black light. You got to be able to put it through the machine.
Yeah.
Which I can do, but I would never do it again. But back then you could just make up some motherfucking bullshit and get away with it.
Yeah.
So from there, he's getting like 10. He's getting like 10 like every week.
Did he explain why he needed all these different states?
That's how I said, yep, exactly. So now he say to me, like this how I graduate from just being behind the scenes to saying, fuck everybody, I ain't making nobody shit, I'm going out by myself. So he like, damn, big fella, he like, pause. He like, you can make the Jones, you can do this, you can do that, you might as well get on the road. So what they was doing, they had somebody at the post office that was taking the applications. So like say you got a Capital One application, so you know the address. So they'll take all the Sioux Falls mail. The people that just fill the credit card applications out, and send them in. They take them. Now we got their name, their date of birth, their social security number.
Probably their credit card number.
No, when they ain't got it, this the application.
Oh, it's the application. Okay.
So what he was doing, I didn't even understand. This is before we get into the credit cards. What he was doing, he was taking that information and going in the stores and opening up credit card accounts.
Retail card accounts.
Yeah, so you go to Home Depot. Home Depot needs $25,000. Lowe's needs $25,000. Best Buy, give you anywhere between 7 and 12. So you got Circuit City. Circuit City give you about 6, 7, sometimes 8.
Is Radio Shack still around?
Radio Shack was tough. Them niggas was like, I got a story about radio. I didn't run out of a Radio Shack. Man. It's my fault though. My fat ass trying to double back to a store I just hit the day before. No, I had to run out of that joint. But no, Sears. Sears has 3 cards. They got the Sears store card. They got the Sears appliance card,
the Sears MasterCard,
and the Sears MasterCard. So you go in the appliance department, apply, get $15,000. You go on the regular, go over in motherfucking women's clothing, apply again, get another 8, and then go downstairs with the TVs and get another dime. This all in one day.
Right.
With one name.
You got a $35,000 day.
Yeah. Easy. Like shout out to yeah, niggas used to pull up the Home Depot. Like I'll be sitting in the car chilling. They go do their shopping. Like, man, we at the register. I'll pull up the register with a little piece of paper. Boom, bang, it's gone. So now it's like selling this shit. I don't know how to sell this shit.
Yeah. So
now because I'm not used to getting a whole bunch of shit. I'm used to getting like 1 or 2 pieces. I'm not getting a whole skid of hardwood floor. Like we getting like shit like that. I got 4 plasmas. You know what I mean? Wasn't even no
it wasn't no
it wasn't no LCDs. Motherfucking horrible ass plasmas. Them motherfuckers, you see, you watching motherfucking New York Undercover, you still see Law and Order on them. You still see Law and Order. You gotta wait for that shit to unburn itself. So once I find the fence, I'm be doing the fence and stuff. Like damn. So I take something to the fence one time. I'll take him a Toshiba laptop. And then he went on like eBay looking to see what they're going for. So he can sell them on eBay. So now he don't want to give me the exact. He's like, no, I can only sell them for this. I'm like, all right, I got you.
Right.
I'm starting putting this shit on eBay, my motherfucking stuff.
Right.
I'm like, man, fuck that. So now niggas is trying to get IDs from me. Niggas trying to get child. Like, I ain't doing nothing, man. Shit hot. So I get caught at the I get catch me at the what you doing here? Oh man, you know. I'm just here.
Just hanging out.
What do you want to do? So yeah, I was like, all right, yeah. So that was that. Then the credit cards came into play. Like the instant credit probably was the greatest shit ever. We was getting rollies with that shit because we used to get that's how you used to get the watches. Apply for the watch. The only thing with jewelry, you gotta pay. Sometimes they want you to put in between 10-20%.
Get like an origination fee, basically, just to ensure that.
I write a check for that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing. Write a check. But if I wanted something real bad, I'll just give them cash. It'd be like, because you still gonna get it back. Because some people don't take checks. Niggas done killed the check game. Like, we only take cash for the deposit. You'd be like, all right, we gonna do it. And then my man get locked up or whatever. So now I'm out the game again. I'm back, you know what I mean, hustling or whatever. Hustling. I'm still just like making the IDs here and there because the people that was writing the checks pretty much was like ex-addicts or just like, they wasn't like no real, they was old hustlers from back in the day trying to still live their life or whatever. Yeah. So I ain't really had too many true players except for my man Van, my man
shout out Van, man.
Yeah, Van, my man Meek. I gotta get Meek on here, and a couple other players that was real legendary players that put me on. They was doing the smash grabs. They was doing the jewelry. I never really got into the jewelry. Obviously I can't run. Like one of the traits is you gotta be able to smash and dash. I can't dash.
You got a smash part.
Yeah, I can smash. I can't dash. So my man get locked up. I bumped into him at the gas station. I said, big fella, Paul. Oh, you back? Yeah. He pulled out the little black box. Anybody that don't know, the black box is a device that clones a credit card. He like, yo, my man is at a prominent 5-star hotel. Let's just say the Five Yeezons. You know what I mean? And he want to make the joint like he make the cards. I'm like, yeah, I can make the cards. Now I think it's Google Google how to print credit. I'm like, yeah, give me a couple of days, man. I'm like,
just leaving his whole digital footprint.
Oh man,
all his browser history.
Every fucking weird. How to print credit cards. Figure that shit out. Figure out the machine, data card, 150i. Get the data card. Boom. Mind you, I'm still on my mom's crib. I can afford to be anywhere else. This home is just, back there. Yeah, it's comfortable. So I got that motherfucker in the middle of the kitchen. It's the same machine TD Bank had. Motherfucker like this. I found the same. I want the same one TD Bank got. But I went to TD Bank and looked at the model number. When the order showed like 8,500. Put the gold foil stamping on and all that shit. I'm like, yo, I got it. He's like, all right, big fella. So boom. And this is why I go out. He say, better come out and get some of this money. Man, my first time with a credit card, I swiped for a man with me too. He take me out. We out like, I don't know where we at, somewhere near Pittsburgh or something. And I go in a no-go store. I guess like all the players cause all the players go to the same stores. So he trying to tell me, no, I done already passed the joint off. He trying to come in and save me. They handed me the Rolex box. He looking like, damn. And mind you gotta be dressed up. We got slacks on. I got pea coats, motherfucking turtlenecks and all that bullshit. Some sweltering. Yeah, he put. Man, we was getting so many credit cards. He told the boy he had to give him 100 a week.
Dang.
He was giving him like $2,000 a week to swipe 100 cards. So I get 30 of them, 30, 40. He keeps 60. But I ain't even putting no money up.
Right.
I'm just making his.
You're just living off the land.
Yeah, I'm living off the land. So now, that's how I got the name Dan the Big Trick. Because it's free.
It's free.
It's free. Oh, I want this pocketbook. Oh, pocketbook you want. I mean, this is when Neiman Marcus only took American Express. They didn't take Visa. They ain't taking nothing. So you had to go to the kiosk and get American Express gift cards. So you go to the kiosk and get $3-4 grand in gift cards and go get a Louis bag for like $1,800.
Yeah.
Like I tried that Chanel shit. I couldn't get nobody to buy Chanel to save my life, man.
They said it was old lady bags, right?
Because I'm looking at the price. I'm like, damn, this bag 40, 4,500, 5,000. I can get 2,500 for this joint.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the profit margin. I'm like, yo, I got this Chanel joint. They're like, man, what the fuck is that old ass bag? I'm like, yeah, now look at y'all. Y'all still have this motherfucker.
Jeezy changed the trajectory on the Chanel bags, hands down.
Yeah.
When Jeezy said all I ever want's a bad bitch in a Chanel bag, all the street niggas want it because they know she got Chanel swag. That was it. That was it. Because like I remember that era, a Gucci bag,
yeah, Gucci, Louis.
Louis was like the pinnacle.
Yeah, Louis was the pinnacle. Like, but I was trying to get more than what I can get for the Louis. That's how I went to Chanel. So it was like Gucci, Louis, Marc Jacobs, and yeah, that pretty much.
That was pretty much it.
That was it. Like,
we didn't have a lot of options, especially in this area, because we had King of Prussia Mall, but it's not what it is today.
Yeah,
it wasn't then what it was today.
They had just built the new side, like so it was just funneling in. And then they had that demographic shit where Nordstrom couldn't have shit if Neiman Marcus had it. It was all
real limited.
It was limited. So that's how I took the show on the road. Like my man started me off on the road in the car. We go from here to we go Alabama. No, we go here, Pittsburgh, Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Alabama, Tennessee. Swiping every state, then drive back. So then my old head that introduced me to the swiping, he was like, McFarland trying to go to the Super Bowl? Fuck it. We go to the Super Bowl. So now we go into the Galleria, where that's a mall.
Yeah.
Like King of Prussia became the Galleria. Became our version of the Galleria.
Right.
But back then the Galleria was
the standard.
Was the standard. Like they got Chanel, all like separate individual boutique stores or whatever. So I'm out that joint losing my mind. I'm just.
And because it's Super Bowl, everybody's relaxed.
Everybody's relaxed.
So nobody's on edge of looking for like, is these people trying to scam me? They just waving the money in.
Yeah, I definitely, niggas definitely got some fire fuck with me. I remember. I tell this story, right? I told it to you off camera, but I got a story where I don't use the word Joe anymore. We went to a club. Actually, I was in the Louis Vuitton store, bumped into Timberland Louis Vuitton. I just smoked the Louis Vuitton store. Bumped into Timberland. Hey, what's popping now? Oh, we want to hush the club, popping. Boom. Like, all right, I'll see you at Hush. Go to Hush, line like 3 blocks long. I'm like, damn, old here. He probably like 7, 8 years older than me. He don't club at all. He like, bitch, I ain't standing this line. I'm like, I don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? I go to the front, try to pull the Philly shit. Yeah, I'm on VIP, pull the whack out. She like, yeah, VIP $1,000. I'm like, God damn. I look at my man look at me like, I ain't got nothing towards that. Then I look there, like 5 bad bitches. I'm like, I'm about to pay $2,000 to get in this motherfucking club.
Yeah.
So I'm going to my pocket to get the money. Oh, man, he nudged me. I got the credit card machine at the door outside. Oh, man, confident shot to the room. Yeah, give me 2 motherfucking VIP. Give me 2 of them Johns, man. I see y'all ladies when you I see y'all when I get inside. I get inside, we get 6 bottles of Chris and a bottle of Louis 13 from the rent. Give it American Express. Yeah, keep that, keep that, man. There's gonna be more.
Yeah.
Give it an ID and a credit card. Yeah, I got plenty of ID. Yeah, keep that, man. It's going, because back then, this is the great part. You gotta realize the biggest hard drive back then might have been 20 gigs, 30 gig tops. So if you make it through the weekend, that footage is gone.
Right.
The footage is gone. I'm in Houston. Nobody knows me in Houston. So I left the car there and all that shit behind. I bump in the LL. I get LL bottle of Chris. I bump in the Timberland. We talking. He like, yeah, definitely gonna go. So now it's the end of the night. I got my set of bitches or whatever. Me and my man, we like, we gonna take these bitches to the hotel. So we outside at Valet. There's a guy next to me. Chat me up. Where you from Philly? Yeah. Oh, I see what you're thinking there, big fella. Brush this nigga off. So now, as I brush them off, a nigga in a Bentley steal the bitches I was supposed to be taking home. Nigga pulls up in the Bentley. They like, hey, boo, call me tomorrow. I'm just like, tomorrow? Like, damn. So he steals my bitches. The bitches that he must have had got in there come outside. They want to fight the bitch. Oh, fuck them niggas, man. Come with us. Oh, all right. So we wait a valet. Motherfucking 06 Caravan pull up. bitches was like, what the fuck is that? From Philly, man, it's a rental. I can't go to Philly, man. I can't go to Philly.
Too many miles.
Too many miles on this joint. So, man, we go to the Waffle House. Me and him starving. You know, they knocking down them swine sandwiches. And we just got eggs just sitting there. But when they get back to the crib, they see all that shit. And they're like, oh, yeah, y'all really live.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all really live. So, the next day, we watching Rap City. Rubber Band Man video on. Oh, yeah, the boys you was playing at the club. T.I. Rubber Band Man died there. I'm like,
I'm a nut ass
nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a nut ass nigga, man. Nigga. From that day on, I took Joe out of the vocabulary. I took it out. Like, it's Joe shit that happens and people do Joe shit. But when it comes to networking and to being out of town and talking to somebody,
you gotta chat motherfuckers up, man. You gotta talk to them.
You gotta chat motherfuckers up, man. And that was a valuable fucking lesson learned right there. But from there, like, I stopped messing with the East Coast because niggas, like, you know, Philly. Like, I was supplying, like, a lot of motherfuckers in Philly. Everybody would go to the same spot. North Carolina, Virginia, South Carolina. All right, y'all got that.
Yeah.
So then they found out about my Midwest route. Y'all got that, too. We going on the road. We going to Vegas. Because Vegas, the West Coast, Vegas, L.A., Cali, all them counties around there, nothing is suspicious. If you want to swipe for 50, 60...
Because everybody's rich.
They trying to make you swipe for 100.
Yeah.
And that's how I said Marc Jacobs. That's how I got onto the Marc Jacobs. I'm inside the store. There's Marc Jacobs bag, Marc Jacobs sandals, all that, boom, boom, boom. So it was like four joints. And, you know, I'm in there like, yeah, you know, my wife mad at me. I'm out here. You know, I need a gift for her. So she's like, well, which one do you want to get? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know which color I want. So why don't you get all four? You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you know, you make
a lot of sense, man. You want me to get all four. So it's like, King of Prussia suspicious anything. Like, you spend over $1,000 and you be like,
yeah, they want to call.
Yeah, nah, man, you spend, man. I was in Vegas swiping for Prezzies. Like, I do the bullshit. No, just mail it. Then you throw it off. Like, no, we ain't gonna charge the tax and let you mail it to you. Oh, you can mail it. I'm writing your address. Nigga don't care about no box of papers anyway. We used to put that shit in a fucking sock and in the motherfucking suitcase. These watches don't come with no box of motherfucking papers. So yeah, that credit card game, that took me to a whole, like, I blew so much fucking, I don't know where that money, I wish I knew where that shit was at.
So needless to say, you made substantially more money with credit cards than checks or with fucking selling drugs.
Yeah, you figure you make brick money in 15 minutes. Because you literally, I would call somebody, you know what I mean, Funk, I'll call somebody working on houses. Yo, I got XYZ. So whatever amount of time it take them to shop in the store, yeah, I mean, I got $12,000 at the end of that transaction. So it was like, it was a no-brainer. Like, I still used to sell drugs for the sport more because niggas knew. Niggas knew that I knew somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you want to make sure that your friends is cool. Yeah. It's a secure transaction. They don't go do no dumb shit, get their head blown off. All right, man. I got you. I might make a call for you. I got you.
So from there, all that bullshit I was doing, I was telling you, like, this is what I'm trying to... Man, you get your own self locked up just doing dumb shit. Like, and me was just doing shit for any and everybody. That's why niggas just pull up. You Big Dan, right? Yeah, I'm Big Dan.
Yeah, that's me.
That's me, man, yeah.
How'd you know?
You do this, do that, boom, boom, boom. And what happened was, let me try to think. How the empire come crumbling? The empire was still rolling. Even after I got out, all right. But my best friend, he it's a crazy fucking fucked up story. It's funny, it's crazy, it's weird. So he still was selling drugs, whatever. He still was in the game. I don't even want to call myself a drug dealer because there's so much money in the scam and shit.
Right.
I gotta take him. He just had surgery. I gotta take the rental car back to Avis. Go to Avis, pull up, or whatever. We get out the car. DEA. So I get out. They pull it on DEA. I pull out. Oh, it ain't for me.
Right. Yeah, I know that ain't for me.
Yeah. So my man was fucked up. It's for him.
Yeah, National Security and Homeland coming to get me.
So it's like
Secret
cool.
Service.
They take them out. They like, all right. Somebody in jail was saying my name was like floating around, right? So now they're like, all right, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna run your name first. So now I'm nervous. I'm like, oh god damn it. And I got the printer and a laptop in the trunk.
Oh shit.
They pop the trunk and like, what's that? Oh, that's my computer and printer. Like, all right. If they open the bag up, they get a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
They get a 2-for-1. So he like, yo, what you be like, I mean, everything cool, because I had a bunch of money in my pocket. He was like, I ain't gonna touch your money. He said, you clean, you leave. Boy, like, yeah, Mitchell's clean. I'm like, They're like, you need a ride home? No.
Nah, not from y'all.
I sat on
Call
that.
a cab.
Yo, yeah, I sat on that Avis step for like an hour and a half and somebody come pick me up. That was like the demise. I remember one day I coming out, and so now, when my man get indicted, because I didn't even know it was like fair shit. He talking about 130 years for like a 2 1/4, and we just like, oh, what the fuck is going on? So now I'm scared. Me and Turk lived in the same condos down Delaware Ave, across the street from Evolution. So I tell Turk, get all my shit. I'm like, man, Randy ain't my mom crib. So now I'm like paranoid. So now I'm not sleeping. To make it worse, 2 weeks later, 2 weeks fucking later, I come outside. I ain't even driving the Q45 no more. I'm driving it. I got a Delt. Got me a black Delt. I ain't driving nothing. That was the Lexus and all that shit we had. Nah, I ain't driving. I'm just paranoid. Anytime a gust of wind blow against my mom's gate, I'm thinking them coming. So I come outside. Me and Nina Ross. I come outside, get in the car. I look. I lock eyes with a white boy in an Expedition. So I'm like, damn, look right. Hop in the wheel. Let me spin the block. See if I can get it. We both do the same thing. Spin the block, lock eyes again. I'm like, oh, these niggas is on me. God damn. Mind you, printer and
In the house.
No, in the car.
Oh shit.
Because now I'm too paranoid to have it anywhere. So I'm making shit in the car, or I'll take it in the house, do what I gotta do, and put it back in the car. So now I'm like, damn, I get pulled over.
I'm going. I got the whole operation on me.
I'm cooked. So I'm riding. It's a 4-car train. Expedition, Avalon, Durango, and it was a 4-car train following me. So my man lived in them condos behind the North American. Them joints right there. So I called him like, yo, I'm about to come to the back, come get my bag, and let me know if these cars is following me. He like, all right, cool. So I get the Belmont, we about to make that right at to go to the Platte.
Yeah.
So I get there, I run the light, I just go through. I stop at it, but then I just go through it. And I look in the rear view. He chilling. He counted like a 3 Mississippi.
And then he
run through the light. I'm like, oh man, it's going down. So I put the speed on, run the next light, go into the back of the building, give him my shit. I'm like, yo, bury this shit, do whatever was this shit. So boom, I comes out the joint, my phone dead. So I can't even get confirmation from him.
Right.
So I jump on the E-way, go down South Street. They still, all 4 cars still following me. They want to follow me for 2 blocks, cut off. The next one, 2 blocks, cut off. That whole shit.
Did they see you make the handoff?
Nope, they didn't see me the handoff. So they follow me down South Street. So I finally ditches them. I finally ditches them like a Fabric Row. It was like a box truck was backing out the block. And I zoomed around it. And boom, they couldn't get me. That was some TV shit. That was real TV shit. Got back on the E-way. Got back up to the crib, cleaned out everything I thought I had in my mom's crib. Thought I cleaned out everything. So now I'm really not sleeping. So now it's like, all right, fuck, I gotta do some little shit because I'm spending money like crazy. I'm still gambling. I still got my habits or whatever, but I ain't going out. I ain't really doing shit because I think these motherfuckers is coming. So I did some shit in my mom's crib. Usually when I mess up something, I got a Home Depot bucket with acetone in it. So all my fuck ups and errors, I drop it in there, turn to a dust cake, then I put it in the trash. This time, I put it in the regular trash. Them niggas ride past my mom's
Grab
house.
the trash.
Took the trash. 6 o'clock in the morning. Motherfuckers came. So now I'm talking to my folks in Chicago. They like, yo, you need to get away. Come out here, we got you. Like, all right, bet, I'm going to Chicago. So I print up about 10 IDs, about 40 credit cards, like 30 checks. I'm like, I'm out. Got my Louis rollaway joint, got the joint loaded up. I'm on my way to Chicago. Phone ring. This is all zeros. I'm like, who the fuck is this? You remember that the spoof card, John?
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck spoofing my John? I'm like, hello? They're like, yeah, Secret Service. We outside. So we gonna kick this motherfucker down or y'all gonna open the door. I'm like, I'll be right there. So boom, feds come, take this shit. They just had a criminal complaint. So they come, they take all this shit. I had a hard drive that I was supposed to give to somebody because I knew I had to give it a hard drive.
Yeah.
Somebody said their computer was messed up. I'm like, give them
the hard drive.
Give them this hard drive. Like, no, I got a brand new hard drive for you. I fucking just forgot to do it. Left that shit sitting on the
And grab the hard drive.
and grabbed a hard drive. Then I had like some other random shit I wasn't supposed to really have. And you know, they took my computers or whatever. And that was it. They like, we'll be back. Because they like, you know, we're looking for something. You know, I'm trying to play. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for drugs. I'm thinking because of my man. I was like, man, yeah, we ain't looking for drugs.
Nah, we ain't looking for drugs, Jack.
Looking for drugs, Jack. So then, boom. You know me, I'll still buy another printer. Still buy another printer on a laptop.
Throwing rocks at the penitentiary.
Yeah, so you know, I got that shit here at my man crib or whatever, so I'm still twisting. Them motherfuckers came. I don't know why they came in seconds. I don't know how. I don't know what happened. The indictment dropped. The motherfuckers came. I was red-headed again. The motherfucking laptop right there. And that was it.
What year was this?
This was 06 or 07. 07. I came out in 11. That was 11 we met, right? 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was 07. Oh motherfucking 7.
So what was in the indictment and what did your charges end up being? And were you the only one indicted on this?
Yeah, I was the only one indicted. I was on like, you know, niggas, oh man. Because the amount of time I got, you know what I mean? You know, they thinking, because a lot of people ain't know what, like a lot of niggas, they ain't really know what I was doing.
They probably thought you were still selling drugs.
They thought I was still selling drugs. So yeah, so I got charged with access device making equipment, aggravated identity theft, because I had IDs and three or more IDs in another person's name is aggravated identity theft. So that's a mandatory 2 years. You can't shake that. Yeah, that's it. Everything was like the machines and then the aggravated identity theft. If I don't get the aggravated identity theft, if they don't get that hard drive, I get like 11 months. I think the guidelines were like 6 to 11 months, but the hard drive enhancement or whatever
Made it aggravated.
make it aggravated and mandatory. Couldn't do nothing with that too or whatever. And then that's how I wound up.
Where did they send you initially?
Oh man, I was on a world tour because I was on probation in New York for a case I caught out there.
Oh, gotcha.
I caught a case out there, so I had to go to Rockland County. So I went from FDC to Gratisford. Gratisford, because my PO called New York. New York like, well, he didn't get found guilty, so he didn't violate yet. So now I'm just sitting in Gratisford. I ain't got no number or nothing. I'm just sitting there. So I'm sitting at the Ford until it's time to go back to FDC for my case. So I go back to FDC. I tell my lawyer to get me to stay. I'm like, yo, let me stay here. So he get my bail revoked at FDC. So I'm at FDC until I plead guilty, get the time, go back to Gratisford. Because now I got to wait for New York to come get me. So now I'm at Gratisford for like a couple weeks. Rockland County come get me. I go to Rockland County. Rockland County was trying to keep me because they was like, I had a public defender. I'm like, I'm guilty. I'm like, if they're going to run a concurrent, I don't care what happened. But this public defender, I guess he was trying to prove himself as like, so he could have a track record. I'm like, nah, listen.
Yeah, put my plea in, get me the
Yeah, because he was saying my indictment predated the new case. So it's like, it's technically not a violation. So he was like, no, I'm gonna get you off of my. I'm like, look, I'm in jail. I'm gonna plead guilty. They run a concurrent right now. He like, no, I'm saying, Your Honor.
I can represent
I like
myself.
represent myself. I'm like, if you want to run my joint concurrent, I'll plead guilty right now. The judge looked at the court report like, is he on our money or Philadelphia's money? Like, oh, he's on our money. They're like, oh yeah, I hereby sentence you 1 year, ran concurrent with your fed time. Boom. So I can get out of there. So this crazy, I got all this fucking money on me from there. So I'm thinking I'm going to where I'm going.
Yeah.
No. Now I go to Valhalla. This Westchester County. This is where Styles P did his time, man.
Yeah, all the way up New York.
So I'm sitting there with no money. The U.S. Marshal got my money. He's like, no, you're going to be here for the weekend. You might as well just chill. Then I'll put your money on your books when you get to where you're going. I'm like, all right, bet. That turned into 3 months. He came back like a month and a half later. He came to the block personally. He was like, yo, my bad. You know, I just put your money on the books, man. He's like, I did not know. So I was sitting there. Then from there, I went to Brooklyn, where the diddler's at. So I'm at Brooklyn for like
Brooklyn, MDC.
MDC Brooklyn. I'm there for like 2-3 months. And then I finally get designated to Lewisburg Camp. And Lewisburg Camp was definitely, that's all that shit was. It was a camp. That shit wasn't nothing. Got caught with a cell phone there. Now I'm back on the tour. Now I'm
They violated.
Yeah, violated. So now I'm in a hole for 3 months. Get there, get now I'm going back to Brooklyn. I'm at Brooklyn for 3 months. Just to finally get to Fort Dix. And then I ain't had no shit. Shout out to Chef Rubs. They took my visits, phone, and commissary for the rest of I ain't had no more time left. They like, hey, took that shit. So I mean, now this motherfucker locker. You know? And then I almost get caught with a cell phone, like I fall asleep with a cell phone on my ear at Fort Dix. But luckily I jumped up at the last minute and I was cool.
So what was the final amount of time that you did, and what was the overall just, federal detention center experience like?
It was like how George said in Blow, man. That shit was just like another level of college, to be honest with you. So it wound up being like 4 years altogether, 4 years change or whatever. And you don't learn nothing about how to do more crime. That's about it. You get trades though. You learn a lot of shit in jail. You learn a lot of shit. Like I learned a lot about because I was in HVAC. Like I caught with the phone.
Yeah. Because
in the camp, it's like, for people that don't know, the camp is like Eddie Murphy life. There's no bars, there's no fences, it's just a sign that say out of bounds.
Yeah, you want an honor system.
You want an honor system. And being on me, I only had like a year left. I was a working out motherfucker. I'm working out so I can go sleep to the hotel and get some pussy. I was just doing. Because niggas, you only get the weekend visit once a month. So you got people that would go out and get some pussy on the weekend or whatever. And I'm like, yo, you about to go, why are you indulging in all this shit? I don't fucking know. No clue. No clue at all. But you meet some good motherfuckers though. Like, and you can meet whatever you want to meet. Like I know somebody that was right where I was at, met a plug, and somehow is part of a cartel now.
Somehow, some way
he went from drug dealer to cartel member in Medellin some fucking way. Or I hung with all the Wall Street scammers. You know what I mean?
Right.
These niggas was taking, and we sharing stories. Like, and I'm mad at myself now because it's like they told me like, man, with your element. Put your element, when I'm element, we'd have took 200 million. I'm just like, yeah, we still be in jail too. Because those niggas was taking 50s, 20s, 30s. I had a senator I was with, he took some bread.
Yeah.
And they ain't giving none of that shit back. I don't know where that money
Yeah, what money? Yeah.
I don't know where that money is.
That shit in the motherfucking Netherlands or the Caymans, some goddamn where in the Swiss Alps. You ain't getting none of that.
You learn hustles from other cultures and other people. You got everything in there. You got motherfuckers. There's motherfuckers in that motherfucker with money. was $100 on their books. I'm sitting there calling home trying to get somebody.
Trying to get $50.
Yeah, I'm trying to get $50. Somebody got a real bean on it. I'm like, God damn. But yeah, the experience overall was, it wasn't no experience. It was streets without pussy. That's like, see, I didn't go to the mediums and the penitentiaries and the ADXs.
Right. She was all in Lowe's and camp.
Yeah, I was in Lowe's and camp. So I can't speak on that. But my experience, like, niggas thought I was stressed out. I'm in my bed on Pornhub. Like, no, I'm looking at big musty blinds, nigga. You know, like, yo, get out your cell. Like, no, nigga.
This shit a breeze.
You crazy, nigga. I got my motherfucking jerkins. I got big musty blinds. You know what I mean? Queued up. You crazy. I ain't going.
What's the does the car system persist even in the Lowe's and the camps and shit? Do you end up being in cars?
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as you come, where you from? Philly? All right, there's Philly people over there. Now the camp, now everybody trying to go home. Like when you get to the camp, you niggas ain't on nothing.
Yeah.
Now when I got to Fort Dix, when I got to the block, because Fort Dix is a military base, so it's like a 10-man. So you come in, boom, boom, boom. Before they even introduce you to the Philly car, like, oh, are you new? Everybody put their paperwork on the table. Boom, 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 boom.
Paperwork party.
Paperwork party. So if you ain't got your paperwork in your belongings, somebody got to go with you to your counselor and say he gonna help you with your appeal or something. Like, and then he'll
get your case file.
Yeah, he'll read it right there. He'll come back to the block like, yeah, no, he cool. I mean, boom, boom, and that's it. Then from there you go to the Philly car. You got the Philly car, and then you got the Philly Muslim car, and then you got the Muslim car. So I go to the Philly Muslim car and get everything I need until my property comes. You just gotta replace it. You know what I mean? So you soap toothbrushes, shower shoes, all that or whatever. Yeah, but it's like that. It's still like that. And
is there a violence level in the low? Considering that motherfuckers is like, you know, majority of people I guess are staring at the door by the time when they get in, they already looking at the door for the most part. So it's like violence a thing.
The low you still gonna have 15 years though. You still gonna have like
okay, gotcha.
You still have 15 in the low. It'd be like minimal shit. I was about to get into some shit over the microwave. Fucking Rel stopped it. Rel cool with the Bloods. He like, I wasn't even gonna use the microwave. I forgot. It was something with the microwave. He slapped my hand. I was just like ready to go. So it was like that situation. The Mexicans wasn't even tripping. Like I was in a penitentiary. I was in Lewisburg Penitentiary. The Overzell. So when you get declassified from camp to the next level, they put you with everybody. So you got low, medium, high, all in one joint. So Mexican boy come, they about to bring him in. The other Mexican boy at the gate, he like, get up. He's like, Man, they opened that gate, man. So they took their cuffs off of him. Somebody stabbed him. I'm like, oh shit, this is real shit.
I'm in prison. As Ali Sadiq, I'm in the penitentiary.
Yo, man, that shit happened. Then somebody came in with the chicken pox. I was stuck. We was stuck in a hole for 90, no movement, no nothing. I'm like, God damn. But yeah, it's for the lowest most for everybody. Niggas is trying to get money.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, you know somebody that was ripping in that joint. You figure cell phone, like an iPhone when he was in there was like $3,500, $4,000. I had a Virgin mobile phone, $700. I think Rel had the Razor. He might have paid like $1,200 for that joint. Yeah. Razor was like HD quality porn on that motherfucker. But yeah, no, that was yeah. The low in the camp is not a place for reform. Unless you just...
It's refined over reform.
Yeah. It's fine-tuning. Or, it's reform too. It's fine-tuning what you was doing. And it's fine-tuning what you was doing legally. Because you meet legal dudes that was ripping it legal, that was like when I told you, I'm the biggest dummy in the world. I had the home health care game in 2011.
Right.
And the guy gave me the whole spill on it. He said he was making $4 million a year, but he said he made a mistake and overbilled for like 2 ghost patients and made a thing out of it. So he was stealing at like $200,000-300,000 a month.
Yeah.
And that shit came to him, man. You know, sometimes you just hear shit. You don't know if it's half truths or real truths or whatever. But that was something I fumbled the rock on that one. That was a good joint that he was.
Yeah.
There's a couple hustles that motherfuckers was on. And then when you come home, you trying to find yourself. Once you get some pussy, it's like you forget all that shit.
Yeah, all these plans go out the window.
You got the motherfucking whole fucking jaw. Then you get some pussy, nigga take you out. My man come get me in the car. We go out and shit. I'm in, what was the club? What they changed Emerald City to?
Oh, Vault.
Vault. Yeah, I'm in Vault with all the bitches. I ain't got a coin. I was sitting there. My man don't have all the money. You forget every goddamn thing. Then it's just like, what you know? Like now you going out with these niggas. Now it's like, damn. I'm scared of the credit card shit because I don't know who to trust and who not to trust.
Yeah, I mean, I did this shit. I never went to jail. Yeah. That seems safer than this shit.
What them Jones did for? Like niggas must have fucked with me. Nigga like, nah, man, you ain't gotta do that shit. And then you know from there, from your cuz, the man you linking up, till we here.
Yeah, start creating opportunity, for yourself. Because, Dr. Boyce Watkins said some shit that was powerful years ago in the Breakfast Club. He said sometimes the job is not to be had, it's to be created.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, certain experiences, and, being a street entrepreneur and a street vendor and all of that, some of those skills are transferable.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but some of them. There's a trope about, if you run a drug organization, you would run a Fortune 500 company. I'm like, I know people that run Fortune 500 companies, like the sensibilities, like...
Yeah. I ain't gonna say 500 company. You can be a hella fighter accountant because, number one, you got a whole organization that you're running off the top of your head. All right, you got 100 bricks coming in. I'm giving you 10, I'm giving him 7, I'm giving him 3, I'm giving him 5. Then I'm cooking up joints. I'm giving him an ounce, I'm giving him an 8 ball, giving him a 4.5. And you got all them numbers in your head.
And all this shit got to come back.
Now then, so... like you said, it translates depending on the person too. Because some niggas can't think beyond drugs. Like when I was doing like tutoring in school so niggas can get their GED, I used to have to translate shit to coke so they can understand it.
Right.
No, you got the 4.5, you gave him half of that, then boom. Oh shit! Yeah. I mean, nigga, math magician. So it's like it translates person to person. Whatever.
Yeah, it depends on I think your aptitude level. Before you were doing crime and selling fucking drugs, it's going to determine how much success you're able to translate in regular legal industry.
Yeah. And you gotta have the right motherfuckers around you. Like you, I don't give you enough credit. You already know you prevented me from crashing all the way out from motherfucking.
It might be a whole different scenario. We might be doing this.
You might have been doing this show with me on the box. So it's like you got us around. I tell her like, hustle is cool. I know you need the Rockefeller startup money, but it's not motherfucking the rest of your fucking life shit. You got to be able to take that money and put that shit somewhere else and do something with it. Figure something. Go get a job. Because some of y'all motherfuckers just can't get right.
Yeah, a lot of you motherfuckers need the structure that a job provides.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it'll keep you off the street long enough to make your clientele appreciate when you do come around the circle.
Exactly. And then some of them just need a job to understand business. Like a lot of y'all niggas become entrepreneurs and come right in and fuck the economy up for the business for the rip. We was just talking about that shit earlier. Like, Like with the Hoover shit, I'm at a price. Oh, you want to do what I do because you see it? You knock the price down $15.
Yeah,
like,
and in doing so, you completely kill your profit margin because once you factor in your gas, your ride around, and whatever your daily expenses, lunch, and all of that shit, you back at an even point.
Yeah.
So you didn't just completely disturb this ecosystem of this business just because you want to seem active.
Yeah.
And a lot of niggas are active but don't have motion.
But don't have no motion. Yeah, absolutely.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and you're the reason that I even fuck with the cameras. I stopped with the camera shit because the SLRs came out. You get one for $200-$300. Niggas doing $100 videos.
Right.
you make more money at McDonald's than doing $100 video because it's going to take you an hour or two to make the video. It's going to take you an hour to dump the footage. It's going to take you 2-3 hours to edit it. It's going to take
longer
another
than that. If you're shooting a music video,
then you got another. So you 12, 13 hours in for $100. You do the division on that.
Yeah, you could have went and worked at McDonald's and cashed yourself out. McDonald's let you cash yourself out every day.
Every day. So like, don't stop cheating yourself to fit in or to. You can't never outdo what's meant for somebody. Like you can't. You can't outdo. I was one of them people. I don't change my price is my price. I got my clientele. My shit is automated, self-contained. Like, you know what I mean? You one of my people with lower prices is not going to work. So it's like, get your money, charge a price, and learn about business. Surround yourself with good folks like fucking Chad, like that's going to fucking check you. That's a lot of you niggas is uncheckable. You gotta be checkable to be able to succeed. I get out y'all about nigga, you tripping. All right, you right. Yeah.
Shit, sometimes I go off the reservation and I'll call Dan or I'll call G-Funk and be like, was I tripping? Because I want to know. Like, because I can feel how I feel. Yeah. And a lot of times all we police as humans is our anger and like us feeling offended or whatever, or you did me wrong, and that triggers a certain set of responses. Yeah. But that still doesn't mean that even if you are offended, that still doesn't mean that your response is necessary to that situation. Exactly. Some shit you gotta just let.
Yeah, let it go.
Let it just dissipate. Like some shit doesn't deserve your energy, and trying to understand what to give your energy to and what not is a big part of fucking life, man.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate you still, man.
Do you think that, through your whole, crime story, do you think there's a theme or something like a larger point to be like extracted from all that you went through over, a 20-something year purview?
Yeah, if you do crime, do it the right way. Because I lost property. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a tax return from 99 to, I think I did my first tax return in 2012. So it's like, you can't have all this shit in your
all
name.
These assets.
All these assets, and you don't have nowhere, like, to me right now, the game is dead. Unless you selling fentanyl, Fetty Perks, or
Rhino Trank.
Yeah, or fucking crystal meth. Yeah, I mean, all of those give you a lot of time, though. A couple grams get you 5-10 years.
Because it's automatic manufacturing.
Yeah, so it's like, the game is pretty much over. But if you're in the game, get in and get out. Get it for the Rockefeller startup money. If you know XYZ costs this, if that's what you choose to do, get your fucking money and get out the motherfucking game, man. It ain't worth it. It's too much other ways to get money legally without the less of a hassle.
And this is my other thing, because I've seen too many people that I care about get jammed up like this. If you are successful in legitimate industry, you can't mix that with the streets.
At all.
You're going to jail.
At all.
You're going to jail. Like, I've seen this shit too many times where a nigga is a legitimate millionaire doing this shit, but they a mega millionaire doing this other shit behind closed doors. And then that disturbs this.
That disturbs that. It all come crumbling down.
You got to let the main thing be the main thing, man.
Absolutely.
Somebody that I love, that I really care about, just caught a super lucky break on all things considered on that tip, because it was just like he had the trifecta: guns, money, and drugs. And
didn't need none of them.
It didn't need it. Didn't need it. But because of the positive effects he had on hundreds of people in all of this industry, they cut him a break. But it could have went different. He could have been Godfather buried alive and, completely upended everything that he fucking had going on, man. So you can't be the James St. Patrick shit is a myth.
Yeah, it's definitely a myth.
You can't run the nightclub and the laundromats and sell bricks on the side.
It ain't gonna work.
You're going to jail or somebody gonna smoke your ass.
And get to your point about the other check shit that niggas doing now. Get the fuck out, man. Get out. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they gonna give y'all 10 million years.
Get out. Yeah, I mean, you didn't get caught because they want the dollar amount to get. Once the dollar amount gets a certain amount of time, you get a certain amount of time.
Yeah, as soon as you crack 100,000, it's automatic Fed.
So yeah, if you're doing it, stop. That's all I can say. If you don't stop, just understand your consequences. If you're not going to stop, do it till the wheels fall off and put that bread up. Like
you're gonna need it.
Because you're gonna need it. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, if I still had the heart, if I know I could take down 2-3 million, I'll go sit down for 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean? Knowing I got 2-3 million. So if that's your plan, go ahead. But other than that, if you trying to impress these bitches and get watches and what they wearing now on their feet,
LV
skates and all that shit. If that's your end game, give it up.
Yeah, you going to jail, man.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail, man. Man, any other words of wisdom you can give, to the audience, man, about the transitional part of of coming out of crime, peaking as a crime lord, facing the consequences of your action, go through jail, and then the transition back. What's kept you focused on the end game of not going back?
Of not going back. Snitches. Niggas will tell on you.
Yeah.
Niggas will tell. And I've had my moments. I ain't gonna say I've been a saint since I've been out. Snitches are snakes. So what you got to do, the transitional part is understanding it's a motherfucking process. It ain't over. It ain't overnight.
Yeah.
But you gotta prepare in jail. Like I still had plans when I came home. You gotta prepare in jail. You can't just come home like, all right, what's up? Because a lot of niggas come home, then they can just go around begging and get money from people, and that shit ain't gonna never run out.
It's not gonna happen.
It ain't. Niggas don't even got the money to get. Niggas are struggling to send you $20.
Niggas been out here. While you was locked up, niggas was out here living life, taking care of their girl or their kids or their mom or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? They got to do the things that they need to do for their life. And if I didn't set you up or send you to jail, I don't owe you nothing.
I don't owe you nothing. You want me to get these attitudes, man?
Anything I give you is a bonus.
Exactly.
I don't owe you nothing.
I came home with that shit. I live with that mentality right now. Don't nobody owe me shit. I've done a ton of shit for niggas in these cities. A ton of shit for niggas in the city. A ton of fucking celebrities. A ton of athletes, rappers, football players. I've done a ton of shit, and I can't get a wooden nickel out of them. But guess what? I did what I did because I'm who the fuck I am. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
This cloth I'm from, it can't be replicated no more because ain't nobody willing to listen and learn to how to become it. So I can't. Me stooping down to your level is me being a nut ass nigga. I'm not a nut ass nigga. I'm
right.
me. You act the way you act. I don't act like that. I'm still, for the next celebrities, next rapper, next motherfucker, I'm gonna still do the same shit because that's fucking me. Same with you. We get cooked all the time. Motherfuckers ask us to do shit. We do it because naturally we do it. We get fucked in the impulse.
Too many times to count.
Yeah, too many times to count. But it's like that's who they is. Like I can't cry over who you are.
All we can do is recognize that you're a fuck nigga and make sure that we don't put ourselves back in the same position. That's all you can really, really do, man.
We build this empire brick by brick, man. Me and Chad always talked about, we need to build a network, and we're gonna build our network piece by piece. But just me and him, just one brick at a motherfucking time. That's how we gotta do it. Somebody come through and give us a little pat on the back, we appreciate it. But we're not gonna beg. We're not gonna beg for anything that's not ours.
Real rap, man. Yeah. Anonymous Source Podcast, your boy Chad, Big Dan. This is the Big Dan story. Y'all been asking for this for years. Hopefully this answers all or most of your questions.
Yeah, it's some time lapses in there just to build up some we'll do another one with all stories. Yeah, I mean y'all
story time.
Yeah, y'all know how I got into my situation, but I just got some great stories for y'all or whatever. Appreciate you doing it for me, brother.
You already know, man. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video. And, it's going to be more and more content here, man. Dan hosting, I'll fill in, when necessary. I'll be, EPing behind the cam or whatever. quality control, whatever it takes in order to make this shit pop.
Exactly.
Is what I'm here to motherfucking do. I'm like the Mookie Betts of Anonymous Source Podcast.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? Whatever role I gotta play to get us the World Series, that's what it's going.
And I had to get it done because I was like, oh man, what you doing your own shit? You ain't fucking with Chad them no more. No, man, we elevate. You know.
Yeah, we got to we got to set the standard for the quality level of the long form conversation, the production, and all of that shit heading 2025. And there's no point to wait till 2025. Let's start the fuck now so that the wheels is already turning and we can hit the fucking ground running. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And the more properties that there are, the more that y'all see us, see me, see Dan, see Matt, see the TRPE brand, see the Anonymous Source brand, see Down Bad with Chad, all of that shit. The more that y'all see everything, it'll make the picture more clear, because I think that we're cheating ourselves just producing one property all of the time, because motherfuckers can, jump in a lot of different bags, man, and entertain y'all, educate y'all, and inform y'all. So,
and Chad's never been wrong so far.
I've had varying degrees of right.
So on that note, man, I appreciate you for doing this for me. I appreciate